From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the news blast for this hour. The Philadelphia Gay News is reporting that last summer, the Philadelphia Marathon announced that it would begin awarding winners across three gender categories: men's, women's, and non-binary, but only in the race's open division, which is meant for amateurs and hobbyists. The race's fastest non-binary runners were left with a difficult choice: register in the men's or women's elite divisions or compete in the open category despite qualifying for elite competition. Three runners recently filed a complaint with the Philadelphia Commission on Human Relations about the matter, claiming that the failure to offer an elite non-binary category is discrimination. We believe that Philadelphia should put on a race that reflects the values that the city is known for, which is diversity, resilience, and a commitment to justice, said Josh Fernandez, a non-binary runner who is executive director of Queer Run, a Philadelphia-based group for LGBTQ+ athletes and allies, especially at a time when LGBTQ rights are under attack across the country, especially for trans folks and especially for trans athletes. This is the opportunity for Philadelphia to send a signal that every athlete, every runner matters. Philadelphia's Fair Practices Ordinance safeguards people within specific protected classes from discrimination in housing, employment, and public accommodations. The definition of public accommodation generally includes anywhere that offers goods, services, or facilities to the general public. The ordinance additionally notes that it is unlawful to refuse, withhold from, or deny to any person because of his race, color, sexual orientation, gender identity, religion, national origin, ancestry, physical handicap, or marital status, either directly or indirectly, any of the accommodations, advantages, facilities, or privileges of such place of public accommodation, resort, or amusement. To win a public accommodations case, the city's guidelines for discrimination complaints notes a complainant must demonstrate that they were treated differently because of the protected status and not for other non-discriminatory reasons. Following this complaint, the city will now be given a chance to address the issues before complainants bring the matter to court. When the Philadelphia Gay News reached out, Amanda Gamble, who is a chief of staff in the managing director's office and has been involved in ongoing discussions between activists and the city about the matter, said she hasn't received any information from the Commission on Human Relations yet, so she's unable to make a comment at this time. The complaint comes following 2 years of ongoing advocacy, which so far hasn't resulted in change. Fernandez said advocates could never get a straight answer from the city representatives about why non-binary athletes couldn't be fully included in this way. Activists were even willing to compromise, they said, by giving the city more time to implement the division if representatives could just commit to the change. But, they said, the city wouldn't make the commitment. Representatives often hid behind the sport's governing body, Fernandez said, by stating that the city would follow guidelines to create the category if guidelines existed. The governing bodies don't manage the prize money. That's managed by the people who manage the race, and the race is owned by the city of Philadelphia, Fernandez underlined, adding that an equitable option for participation and recognition can be developed without a formalized nod from the sport's governing body, which has chosen to remain silent on the topic. Multiple races already offer non-binary athletes an elite racing category, establishing their own standards based on data collected over the last 5 years as this category has emerged, or they align their standards with the guidelines other major races have developed in order to promote cohesion. Until there's a change, Fernandez, who has been competing in the elite field as the division has started to emerge elsewhere, has decided not to continue competing in Philadelphia Marathon events. We're going to leave this story at this point, but you can find the rest of the story posted on our Facebook and Blue Sky accounts. If you are watching the video version of this news blast on YouTube, be sure to leave a comment and subscribe to our channel. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.